Hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jade Alycia. I am the CEO and founder of Jade Alycia Inc., Jade Alycia Beauty, JWBranding.co, and Profit from Your Untapped Passion. And in today's video, I'm just going to be sharing with you guys a realistic view on the tough thing about being an entrepreneur, because it is not as easy as it may look or seem to a lot of people. And if you are an entrepreneur, you already know that. Okay, so the tough thing about being an entrepreneur is that there is always uncertainty that you have to deal with, and there are always risks that you must take. I know specifically, like when the whole pandemic happened, that was uncertainty and a huge area of risk for, well, really risk and reward for each one of my brands, because there was an opportunity presented there now that everybody's coming back to being online to then reach new audiences. But there's also a risk that because people are so afraid of what's going to happen next, that they won't potentially purchase. So there was always a risk and a reward, but there was a ton of uncertainty, and situations like that, not necessarily a pandemic, but other things that are on other scales of uncertainty and other scales of risk, you do have to weigh out in all of your business areas on a day-to-day or quarterly basis, definitely, and annually, if not in those shorter time frames. It's a consistent thing. Like, you're just never gonna, it's almost like doing 1,000-piece puzzle, and you have the puzzle pieces that okay, this goes there, but then there's the ones that you feel uncertain, that you're like, I don't know, this could fit there, but this could also fit there, and you have to sort of guess and make the best choice, and then at the end you'll see, actually that piece didn't fit there, it actually fits a lot better in this position, and that's where it should stay. But sort of thinking like that is how you think of in business, especially when you're allocating like resources or funding to certain areas of your business, or just ideas and ways of growth and expansion in certain areas of your business. You're thinking based off of limited like resources that you already have, but you don't necessarily ever have the full picture of things. You might have a really detailed visual, but it's not complete. Even after you collect a lot of data about your customers and you understand them and you know them better, you're never 100% certain that this customer is going to purchase that item at that time, right? There's always room for the person to be like, no, I don't want to purchase that item. I don't really like that item, or I don't like that item as much as this item. I would prefer to have that item. Or maybe they're just not in the market at that time. Like, they're just not shopping for anything. So it could be a complete wash. But you're always having to deal with risk and uncertainty, and you kind of have to become comfortable with it as an entrepreneur, because at first you're going to be very afraid and you're going to feel like, I don't want to make the wrong decision. But the truth is, you have to make a decision, the best decision that you can make at that time based off the information that you have. And if it's a mistake and it fails, then guess what? You just go back and you fix it. So at first you'll be terrified, but you'll learn to just run with it in time, and you'll say, hey, everyone makes mistakes. We can go back and clean it up and adjust later. But right now we need to make a decision. So there's always, with uncertainty, there is always a risk factor or a reward factor. And that is the tough thing about being an entrepreneur, especially when you don't end up obtaining the reward like you were shooting for, like you thought you were going to get, and you get the risk instead. Because then you have to kind of think of how to recoup from that internally. So that is the tough thing about being an entrepreneur, and that's just to be 100% transparent with you guys. You are gonna make mistakes. I've made so many mistakes, and I've also made a lot of choices that I thought were the best choice at that time, which I do agree that they were. But as you grow and you evolve, you go back and you rewrite many of those choices that you've made previously, just because you've matured and you've changed. And when it's time for a change, you'll feel it in your business. But just definitely to be 100% transparent, that is the toughest thing about being an entrepreneur. There is no way to see a 100% all sides, all perspectives of anything in business. When it comes to finances, when it comes to, customers, when it comes to current events, when it comes to anything like that, there is no way to have a 100% certainty, 100% guarantee that this is going to end up happening like this, because the future is unplanned You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unplanned. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We have no control over that. So that is the part that you have to accommodate as an entrepreneur, um, on a constant like turn cycle. You always have to weigh out the uncertainties, like the knowns and the unknowns, and you can't be afraid to approach the unknowns in a logical way that will help benefit your brand. Because if you know, go and you make the decision and at the time you were uncertain, and it could turn into one of the best decisions you've ever made, and it can end up generating like hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars worth of sales for your brand. So you can't be afraid to take a risk and to face uncertainty with confidence. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with someone that you know. If you are interested in being mentored one-on-one by me, you can head on over to PFYUP.com. That is my mentorship program, and there you can find out more about how you can sign up to get details on the next upcoming session, which won't be until 2025 because the doors only open once a year. But definitely find out more details, what it's like, what you'll get in the program, what you'll learn, and what you'll get to take away as an entrepreneur that's launching their very own luxury online brand in fashion, beauty, and design in just 11 weeks. Stop by my Amazon store for all your business essentials, whether you're starting a business at home or you have a location. I have things there, supplies, knowledge, references, resources, things that you need for your day-to-day activities, storage, inventory, you name it. I've got it on there waiting for you on my Amazon storefront. And don't forget to check out my brands while you're at it. I have Jade Alycia Inc., which is my women's sustainable fashion and accessories brand. I also have Jade Alycia Beauty, which is my vegan skincare brand. I have jwbranding.co, which is my graphic design brand. And I have Profit from Your Untapped Passion, which is my personal brand, mentorship program, and my book that is on there as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.